stand. I'd like to introduce two people I brought with me. Kevin McCarty, we hired him about 2 weeks ago. Hence, we don't have a media guide. I don't know what's so complicated about that he couldn't put it together in 2 weeks. So I think I'm going to recommend to Kathleen we need to fire him. I don't know what he's been doing for 2 weeks, but anyhow, that's why we didn't have one today. It should be out shortly, isn't that right, Kevin? I think somebody was working on it prior to him being hired, but you know how it is when somebody's not going to be held responsible for what they do, and so Kevin's got to take the fall for that. The other guy I brought is Josh Nicewander. So I'm sure some of you in the room are wondering how long Josh is going to play for us. He came with us in 2005, redshirted in 2005, then medical redshirted in 2008. Josh is really an impressive individual in more ways than one. He completes his MBA program, MBA this December, isn't that correct? So he's done that. He started that just in the fall of 2009. So to knock that out in a year and a half on our campus is rarely done. But he headlines he's certainly the bell cow for what we think is going to be a very prolific offense. We lost 2 players from last year, which those guys are really, I don't think they're even going to be a factor losing them. And so he's truly somebody that I think the NFL scouts are looking at. He's getting more and more attention. He has a good core of receivers to throw to, a very good, I think a better than average offensive line. And I think our offense is going to be very exciting to watch. Defensively, we lost a few more players than what we did on offense, but we replaced them with guys who are probably, I know that they're better athletes, they're faster, they run better, and just pure better football players. So that was our concerns going into the spring. So I think we're going to be fine there. And this is clearly the best team we have taken to the field since I've been there in 05. This is the team we set out to build when I took the job in 05. I mean, this is a very good football team. The offset of that is we're going to line up against some very good football teams. And so I think what we are telling our players, I think it's going to be very difficult for any team in the Lone Star South to go undefeated through the Lone Star South Conference. So it very well could happen like it did last year. You might be a really good team but have a couple of losses and maybe make the playoffs. And I think if this team can make the playoffs, I think we have the depth. I don't know that we have a chink in our armor. I don't know that we're great anywhere, but I don't think we're going to be bad anywhere. And those are good football teams. Those are the type of teams that Pittsburgh State, Northwest Missouri, and those teams they put together. They don't have a weak link on their team. And so if we can make the playoffs, I said if we can make the playoffs, I think we can make a deep run in the playoffs. But golly, I look around the room and everyone in this room knows it's a tough week in and week out. There's not a pass. There's just not a gimme game in this conference. And so it's going to be very salty. But to reiterate what I said, this is a good football team. Our players are excited. Our coach is excited. There's a lot of excitement in San Angelo, Texas. Thank you.